You know what I'm talking about though? Like some of those names that have like a two-parter.
Okay, what would be
Got a
yours?
first part and a second part.
What would be
Ryan
yours?
Lev.
Ryan Love?
Yeah.
I think mine would be
Matthew Shart.
um
Oh.
Maddie Lee. Maddie Lee Jones.
I'm just
Okay,
kidding.
well, I have something for you. And this is something that you might not know about. Um, or maybe you
Oh
do.
no.
But it showed up on my TikTok the other day. Um, and I was like,
Was it
what in the
me?
world is this?
Okay.
And then little did I find out later that it has a documentary, yeah, on HBO Max.
Documentary.
On Max.
Mm-hmm. What is it?
Have you heard of Mother God?
No. Am I
Oh
in
my
it?
God. No. But
Is Reggie
it,
in it?
no, you have to get into it. It's
Oh
about
no.
this woman that seemed to live a normal life. She was like a manager at McDonald's, and then all of a sudden, she just like quit her job and became like a cult leader. And the whole premise was that she was like Mother Nature, Mother God, like she was God basically in the flesh.
Sure.
And she had people like start to follow her. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but you know, there's like this whole other weird side of it that she believed that she was like getting instructions from Robin Williams. Like,
Okay.
but not just Robin Williams. There was like a bunch of other dead celebrities. She had like this like poster board
Joan
almost.
Rivers.
I don't know. There was like um Marilyn Monroe. Um
Oh my
I
god.
don't even remember who else, but she
Did this
believed
happen in LA?
no, it was somewhere like Denver or something like that. But or not Denver, but somewhere in Colorado, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it was crazy. Like I still have two episodes to watch, but we watched the first episode, which really is, just like a deep dive, not so much like actual,
Sure.
you don't find out everything yet, but it's good. You need to check it out. It's called Love as One. Um but yeah, she believed that she had apparently been these dead celebrities in past lives. And
Okay.
in each of these past lives, like those celebrities were like spreading her message essentially through like their channels. So like if they were an actor, they were like spreading the message through their acting. If they were a singer, they were spreading their message through singing. Um, there was one weird off one though. Donald Trump is on there, and clearly he's still alive, but everyone else on that board is very much dead. So, he is dead to me, but you know,
Period. I have a couple things to say about this, and I'm gonna start with I'm guessing Mother God here,
okay,
and I just want to let everyone know that I've been at a job that I didn't love and wanted to leave every single day. But, I didn't really want to bring anyone else down with me by starting a cult
well,
and like quitting.
apparently she was very successful. She like had only been working there for I don't remember, but like her mom was interviewed and her mom was like, she started, that was her first job and like she just climbed the ladder so fast and like all this stuff like she was doing so well, like her team loved her. She was like great like with like different personalities and like working in a team and like all this stuff, which clearly that would be a sign of a strong leader of a cult.
Yes, but it's also like literally every manager's inner dialogue is
Um,
that we hate our job, but we can't show it.
well, I just remembered something else too. But basically, the whole premise was that she was going to ascend. Um, Robin Williams was going
I
to come
want to how.
for her and ascend, and then so she lost all this weight to try so where she could
Mhm.
literally float away. I'm assuming, I don't
She's in
know.
that job.
And so when she died, her followers mummified her body. Like they literally like wrapped her up in like blankets and stuff and mummified her. Yeah.
How do you believe that? How do you get followers that would believe that?
Well, it's kind of crazy because some of the people
Matthew,
seem soup.
let Matthew. There's a squirrel again. There he
I
went.
told you to close those damn blinds.
No, I want to see the squirrel. We need
um,
little visits.
yeah, that's true. Yeah,
That's Mother
that's
God right there. She's watching me.
that's your. Honestly, maybe that's your cult. Honestly, you're the leader of the squirrels and the ducks and the fish.
Period.
Oh, so
I'd
basically,
run that shit like a little. Go ahead,
you are over all nature, huh?
Father Nature, Father God.
Can you just can you
Ooh.
just like whisper to them?
Hmm. Yep.
That's funny. That's like parcel tongue in Harry Potter. It's like, you know.
Can you imagine? That's my version. It's just like me, just like squirrel dad out on the woods, but like also in like a Harry Potter take.
That's so funny.
That'd be so ridiculous.
Well, should we go
I
ahead
mean,
and
look.
get
I mean,
into
looking like a tree.
literally? I mean, you would blend right in.
I'm not even on this couch.
Well, do you think that we should just get into our 10 fours?
Yeah, I have one.
Do you like to drink Kool-Aid?
I drink the literal Kool Aid, not the metaphorical Kool Aid, because I'm an Aquarius.
Oh, okay.
Absolutely. So
Well,
10.
what's your go-to flavor?
Red.
Okay, I like the blue lemonade, but or like the blue raspberry lemonade, I guess, but I give it a 10 as well.
I always refer to Kool Aid in the colors, not the flavors. Because what is the flavor? There isn't one. We used to
No, they
make a lot of
definitely have
Kool Aid growing
flavors.
up. We made so much Kool Aid growing up. I have not made Kool
My
Aid since 2003.
my dad drinks Kool-Aid every single day.
Really?
Yeah.
I remember we would put like literally like 6 cups of sugar in it.
So my
Something
mom actually makes
ridiculous.
it for him, and she like
Uh
cuts
huh.
back on the sugar, so where it's a little bit healthier.
Uh, I'm trying to
Okay.
remember how you make it. Isn't it just like Kool Aid, water, ice,
And
and
sugar.
sugar? And you just
Yeah.
stir it up and forever?
Yeah. Girl, you
Maybe
don't
I
even
should
have
make
to
some
put
Kool
ice in
Aid.
it. You can just put it in the fridge.
Okay, so mine's holiday parties.
Oh, I've been to a few. I'm gonna give it an 8. I feel like I always do something embarrassing. Um,
Yeah?
yeah,
Explain.
I don't know. Like, I just feel like I'm socially awkward in big groups sometimes. I'm really good at like one-on-ones, but when it comes to like big groups, I try to be funny or try to be cool, and it just comes off as awkward. Um, so I
That's
give
me
it an
too.
8. Um, but
Yeah.
yeah, I don't really have any plan. Do you have any?
Um, I don't have any planned Yeah, but there's one in the works that could possibly work out.
I've been invited to some, but I'm unavailable for all of them so far. So,
Yeah. Yeah, there was another one I got invited, but I just can't go. I'm too busy.
yeah, what a shame.
I agree with you. I am about an 8 as well. I really any large social situation I need a drink at, or I'm just really awkward and come across of just like unintentionally intimidating or like an asshole. I don't even
See,
mean to be that way.
for you, I feel like that
Hmm.
is very on brand. Like you would be like the person that would come off as like that way, like kind of like at the top of the social hierarchy. Whereas like for me, I feel like it's the opposite. I feel like in those situations, I feel like I'm at the bottom. Like I feel like everyone there is piranhas almost.
Yeah.
So
But then I get in my head about it and I feel like, oh, Ryan, you're being so rude. And I'm like, but you're not. You're just like literally not talking.
yeah, I feel like for me, I just stand
I'm
there
so
like
awkward.
smiling. I'm just like I just keep trying to like smile at someone,
Yeah.
hoping that someone like talks to me, and then to break the ice, and then
That's
no one ever
literally
does.
you and I trying to find dates from like 2014 to 16.
It'd be like,
And then getting out and being like,
should I go
why
talk
did
to
no one
him? Should
ever,
I go
why
talk
does
to
no
him?
one,
Should I go talk to him? Should I? Do you
not
think I
even
should?
that.
And then we would we would play around with it, and then like by the time that we actually like muster up the courage to go talk to them, they would be like
They
leaving, or they
left.
would already find someone else. So
Hmm. But then I was even worse and was like, why does no one ever talk to me? But I wouldn't do anything to like initiate a conversation.
and then
And
there
then I
was that
finally met
phase
my
that
partner.
we were like, oh, well, the reason that nobody talks to us is because they think that we're together. And
Yeah.
so then we would like try to hang out with like other people too, like separate, so where they didn't think that we were together. And it still didn't
We,
help. So,
we were so tragic. But then I finally met my partner, and then, and even like not in a dating way, but just like in making friends type way, I was like, why does no one ever talk to me? He's like, Brian, you're not necessarily like the easiest to like come up and talk to. You look like mad all the time.
yeah, you're not very
And I'm like,
approachable.
I know, but I don't want to be that way. I'm really not trying to be that way. I just look rude, I guess. I need to not. Maybe I should take note and be like, Ryan, fix your face.
I mean, even I went to this concert by myself the other night at the Ryman, and I literally went there by myself. And like the seating arrangements at the concert is like you all share like a church pew, right? So like
Oh
I was sitting
no.
there with like a bunch of like random strangers, and
Uh huh.
you know, I'm just sitting there wondering like what these people think. Like, do they think that I'm like just there by myself? Do they think that like maybe my friends are like sitting in another row somewhere? Um, like I just think about those things.
I know, but it's like I do too. But we're sitting here low key, like thinking ourselves into our demise
Yeah,
of all these things that are not even happening.
and I don't even say anything to them. Like this girl comes up and sits right next to me,
No,
and I'm like, I can tell that she doesn't want to sit right next to me. And I'm like, I promise you, I'm not a creep. Like,
right? I know.
um,
Same. Like every time I go to a show, I'm like, yeah, I'd love to be like having fun with you guys, but like I'm here alone.
yeah, yeah.
I mean, it did get me by in New York though, because no one ever fucked with me on the train and shit.
There you go.
So that's good.
So this actually moves me to my next 10-4
Go ahead.
concert proposals.
Okay, so that's a layered one for me
It
because
is for me too.
I like it. One, I don't like it because I don't want this to be like I don't. This is gonna sound rude. I mean, this just goes with my whole mo, I guess. But Why are you stealing the attention away from everybody else?
Yeah. I feel that.
You know, like the artist, number one, you're at their show. Number two, I'm trying to watch the artist. I don't care about all that. And I think proposals and engagements in general are kind of like forced attention
Mm,
because
you
it's all
said it.
made up. Like it's just all made up. Like I get the wedding, I'll go to your wedding, like that's a very nice and like a ceremony and like celebration, the whole bit, right? And like that's something where everybody can come together. But like literally one day you're not engaged and the next day you're engaged and all of a sudden it's like congratulations.
Everything's changed, you know? They're
I know,
going
but
from
it's so
planning
weird
their
to me.
wedding to actually planning their wedding.
Right. I'm like, okay. I mean, I guess one
I
day I'll be engaged too, but I don't know. I just think it's forced attention.
so if you could rate it, what would you give it?
Probably a five.
Okay, so I have an issue with it when it's like a smaller, more intimate concert. And more
Mm-hmm.
specifically, you're sitting in the front row and you're a random stranger to this artist. That's where I have an
Mm-hmm.
issue. Now, if you are maybe like the best friend of the artist, like that's fine. Sure, do it. Like you want them to be there clearly. But if you're some random stranger that this artist does not know, I just don't get it. And, I think it's different with the Eras tour. You know, she has a song called Love Story that talks about someone kneeling on the ground to propose. And there were proposals at the Eras tour, but the Eras tour was a stadium tour. So they could do that and Taylor would not even know. You know what I mean? Like I think that that's totally
Mm-hmm.
fine. Um and I think that it's fine too like if maybe the artist does have like a song that's like about like a proposal or like something like that. Like it kind of fits the vibe, right? But
Yeah.
I think otherwise do it at dinner or something. I don't care. Do it in private,
Yeah,
honestly.
don't care. Like my proposal to artists would be like the mute challenge for Beyonce. Like everybody shut up.
Yeah. So I give it like probably a 5 as well.
Yeah, I feel like I'm not necessarily aging the most gracefully because things I'm just like I don't care. I don't want to. I don't care. I'm not gonna pretend to sit here and care.
Well, I think certain things especially have been shoved in our face and put down our throat for so long that it's like
Mm-hmm. It's like
we're
such a
ready
dumb
to move
tradition.
on. Yeah, we're ready
Like,
to
why do
move
I
on.
have to pretend like I care? Like, I haven't seen you since 2012. Why do I care?
But we don't want to take that away from the fact that we do care about our close friends getting engaged and like
Of course.
that's a big win. So
The
we do
20
want to mention that.
people, yeah, the 20
We
people in my circle and that watch this podcast, y'all are the MVPs.
Yes, agreed.
And obviously, like, everyone that I'm super close with, duh. But, like, I don't care. You're a stranger. Like, if something, like, if I was walking in Times Square and I walked by somebody proposing, I would walk by them.
Literally. I think I
I'm not
would
going to
even be
sit there and
like,
be like, I'd be like, oh, lol.
this is my
You're on
face.
the dirty ass street with the rats. Get that knee. You need to go disinfect your knee.
Okay, give me your next one.
Nutcrackers.
You would, honestly. Uh,
Well, you should know. I mean, you are a nutcracker.
I had one growing up, but I honestly don't even think that like it was an actual nutcracker. Like I don't think that it would like actually like crack nuts, essentially.
Absolutely
Um,
not.
but I do think that they're kind of like cool when because you can personalize them. Like they have all these different ones. They have one that's like the LGBT like pride flag, like you know what I mean? Like they have like all these different like ones that you can get. So, you have one
Hmm.
for every vibe. So I'm down. Let's do an 8.
Yeah, I'm literally looking at two nutcrackers right now,
Yeah,
and
you and me.
I, yeah, you have a mirror and I see you. So
Oh, okay.
the, yeah, I never thought I was like a nutcracker person, but I always find one I like.
That's funny.
10.
Okay. Do you have an all
I
camo
changed my
one?
mind.
Because you probably should.
Oh my god, that'd be sick.
I feel like at this point, like, Nutcrackers were the OG pop figurines.
Yeah. Well, the Funko Pops were based off of bobbleheads.
But I mean, even bobbleheads, I feel like Nutcrackers were the OG.
Probably, yeah. I think that's fair. I think that's a fair assessment, yeah.
Well, my next one, I'm probably going to have to explain because I think it's kind of like a newer terminology, but I think you'll grasp it really fast. But it's called zip
Yeah,
coding.
I'm with the kids. Never heard about it.
Okay, so zip coding is
What is it?
where
Yeah.
basically you are somewhere temporarily on vacation or you are like maybe going home to see family, but you have like when you're in those locations, you're actively seeing someone, but just while you're in that zip code. And that's why it's called zip coding.
Okay. So let me understand this a little more. So I go to Texas for the weekend.
Yeah.
I'm on a full blown relationship with somebody for 2 days.
Like you're hanging out with them, they're showing you around town, you're maybe going to dinner, you're hooking up, you're, um, you know, yeah, you're just together.
That sounds like escorting.
No, it's called zip coding because no one's getting paid.
Well, I don't care enough for about anybody for 2 days to be like, I'm zip coded.
Well, I feel like I have met a lot of people in my life.
Oh my god. Remember when we were talking about nutcrackers?
Honestly, I feel like nowadays I don't have
Okay.
any energy for it.
No, because it was always a waste of time.
I wouldn't say always. I've made some good friendships, um
That's good.
but I feel like
Maybe
I've
because
made
I said it
enough.
like that, I haven't had any friends.
But I feel like now I've made enough friends. Like, you know what I mean? Like I don't need any others right now. I'm fully staffed.
That's the next thing some zip coding people would say is like, I'm fully staffed at the moment. That'll be the next like
Okay.
Facebook mom post is like, sorry, turning 35, I'm fully staffed. I don't have time.
I mean, I really don't. But it's kind of because I'm
I
understaffed. So,
I've been fully staffed since 2013. Easy.
but I didn't meet you in 2013.
Somehow you managed to get in there. I want to talk about the Grinch
Oh,
briefly
okay.
because I think the Grinch is one of the best cinematic masterpieces of the 21st century.
So are you talking about the live action or are you talking about the cartoon?
Absolutely. They both
Both.
are
Okay.
really good, but Jim Carrey, that one.
Maybe I'll have to watch that today. I've not really watched any holiday movies yet,
Hmm.
so
I'm gonna watch it this weekend as well.
mhm.
I
Get it?
watch it every Christmas season. It's my one of my top favorite movies.
Yeah, I
Love
feel
it.
like I feel like you would have to. Like some people like Elf. Um, I'm not really a big
That one's
Elf
good too.
fan.
Elf is pretty funny.
I feel like for me, yeah, I don't know.
But I can
I'm
pretty
not
much.
very into
The
holiday
Grinch is the
movies.
one movie. I'm not either, low key. I have like four that I watch, and that's about it. I'm more into
Yeah.
Halloween movies, but The Grinch I can almost quote from front to back.
Okay, I have a question for you that this is
Go ahead.
bringing up. And,
Sure.
this is off script, but this has been a debate with
Hmm.
everyone that I've come into contact with when we talk about holiday movies. Home Alone.
Yeah.
Do you consider that a
10.
holiday movie?
Absolutely.
No. No.
Are you
It just
kidding?
happens. It just happens to be during Christmas. It's not a holiday movie. It would be the same thing if they were going on summer vacation and he got left behind. He would still be home alone.
The whole movie is Christmas.
It's during Christmas time, but it
It's
is
during, sure.
but that's not the whole premise. The whole premise isn't Christmas. The whole premise is him fighting off home invaders.
I think you have a
This is
valid
something that
point.
I am
Very
so
passionate about.
passionate about. I'm like against the world on. Everyone else thinks I do not get Christmas movie out of it.
I think that that's a very fair observation. I didn't think
Okay.
about it like that, but it is a Christmas movie
But
for me.
I do think that they should come out with like a Home Alone with it being like during like a summer vacation or like that sort of thing cuz different. Something different, but same.
Sure. Because, to your point, the other night I was watching Batman Returns,
Yeah,
the
you
one with
were.
Michelle Pfeiffer.
Mhm.
Huh? I was literally. But, and this could also be said about Die Hard. They both take place during Christmas time, but you wouldn't necessarily see them as Christmas movies.
But see, that's exactly how I feel about Home Alone. Because I feel like Home Alone is a movie that I could watch any time of the year.
I think you could. I think that Christmas is almost a character in Home Alone a little bit more than like Die Hard or something, though.
Oh, okay. Hmm. Well, agree to
It
disagree.
seems that I've hit a nerve.
And on that note, we are wrapping up this episode. No, I'm kidding.
Like a present for Christmas. Who can say where I go?
Come on, let's go.
Inya?
Let's go.
All right. Well, this homosexual is impatient and wants to go home, and he's in a house, so not far to go for him. But this has been Truckstop Boyfriend. Thank you so much for really sticking with us.
Yeah,
Maddie,
thanks
do
for
you have
being
anything to
patient.
say?
Yeah, thanks for being patient with us. I know that everybody's been trying to get us to release another episode for about 10 weeks now, but we've been a little all over. Thanksgiving happened, we got stuffed, and we finally are feeling a little bit more freer. We've gotten rid of that weight, so
There's so many layers to it. I think we should
yes.
unpack it all.
Maybe in the next episode. See you later.
Bye. No, let's talk about it. It's the Christmas episode. The
This
way
is
it's
not a
going.
Christmas episode. We still have like a few weeks before Christmas.
So, would you consider this episode a Christmas episode or based during Christmas season?
Based during Christmas season.
Hmm.